The coronavirus has gone from being an unknown enemy to a source of global terror. The global anxiety is fluctuating in tandem with the flow of information from China. Yesterday they said more people were recovering. Today they've reported the highest number of deaths. What do you believe? And now we would not want to be a platform telling people to worry, but the information is getting lost in debates and mostly in Chinese propaganda. While we at WION have been telling you stories backed by pictures and data. And before we bring you the very latest, I want you to see this video. It's very moving. An 87-year-old man diagnosed with the virus was seen attending to his wife, who's also a patient in the next ward. It's heartbreaking. It shows you the toll this disease is taking on people. Tens of thousands of others are suffering in this fashion. And the coronavirus shows no signs of being contained. Let's bring you the 5 latest developments, starting with the numbers, the death count. Today, China has recorded its highest jump in death toll. 242 deaths have been reported in the Hubei province in the last 24 hours. Hubei is home to Wuhan. This is the Chinese province from where the virus is spreading. So the total death toll now is 1,353. This virus has killed more than 1,300 people in 3 weeks. And that's not all. The infected cases have also shot up. 15,000 new cases in 24 hours. The total number is now around 60,000. 60,000 people. What's causing this massive spurt each day? China is at 6s and 7s. Its response is chaotic. So many weeks down the line, it is now changing the very definition of who is infected. You heard that right. There are new screening rules now, a new method of diagnosis. Here's what China has done. Earlier, infections were being confirmed by RNA tests, that's ribonucleic acid test. Its genetic information enables identification of the virus. But now China is using a quicker method, computerized tomography, what is commonly called CT scans. This incorporates lung infections, and this is what explains the sudden rise in the number of cases. But this method is subjective. Why have they done this now? Because now they want early detection and early isolation. It's based on symptoms, not being tested positive. For now, this is only for the Hubei province. Elsewhere, the old system applies. The patients are comparatively fewer. Point number 3, what is the World Health Organization doing about it? Other than being terrible at communicating their findings, not very much. Let me directly show you what their source of information is. Listen to this.
Chinese scientists and researchers participate in this meeting because they have the hands-on experience of what is happening. And most of the working groups have Chinese scientists as part of the group. So I think the outcomes of the meeting were very much influenced by the contribution of the Chinese scientists.
You heard that? Influenced by the contribution of the Chinese scientists. Is this body becoming complicit in China's flawed handling of the coronavirus outbreak? I hope not. This is a global health disaster that we're dealing with. And the World Health Body is operating with its hands tied and independence compromised, perhaps. The WHO depends on China for research. And China has restricted access. These restrictions are leading to unprecedented calls for freedom of speech within China. The WHO isn't saying it though. This comes following the death of a whistleblower, Dr. Li Wenliang. Hundreds of Chinese, led by academics, are now signing online petitions calling on the Communist Party to protect their right to freedom of speech. They live in hope. Point number 4, is there a cure in sight? Other than governments, a handful of smaller pharma companies and scientists are trying to find a vaccine. The visuals on your screens are from the UK. A team of scientists at the Imperial College has come up with a vaccine. They claim they did this in just 14 days, but right now it's being tested on animals. In the United States, a San Diego-based firm claims that they've made a breakthrough. They say that they developed a vaccine within 3 hours after Chinese scientists released the genetic sequence, which is great. But this too has not been tried on human patients yet. We'll tell you when it is. Development number 5. One person has been kept in isolation in the Indian city of Kolkata. He arrived from Bangkok and showed high body temperature during thermal screening. Remember, Indian Airlines have suspended operations in China, but they're still flying to and from Hong Kong, Singapore and Bangkok. And all these 3 places have confirmed cases of the virus. So far, there have been 3 confirmed cases in India. All are in Kerala. What steps is the government then taking? Listen to this statement by the Health Minister of India, Dr. Harshvardhan.
देश में अभी हमने 2315 फ्लाइट्स से आने वाले पैसेंजर्स को स्क्रीन किया है और अभी इस समय आपसे मिलने के समय जो टोटल जो लेटेस्ट मेरे पास इंफॉर्मेशन है उसके हिसाब से 2,51,447 पैसेंजर्स को हम लोग जो है इन एयरपोर्ट्स वगैरह पे स्क्रीन कर चुके हैं.
As India and the world prepare themselves for the worst, the horrors unfolding in China are hard to document. There's talk of piles of body bags and mass burning of corpses. This perhaps is among the worst. Crows circling the skies of Wuhan. The claim is that large flocks of crows are being spotted near cremation centers in Wuhan, the worst hit city by this virus. We could not verify the authenticity of this video, but it doesn't seem far-fetched. Hundreds have died, thousands are infected, 140 million people are in lockdown in China, 27 countries have been hit, reports of cover-ups, untrained medical staff, crackdowns on dissenters, and some appalling visuals. This for now sums up the coronavirus story.